Hello, Scorpio. I hope you're doing well. So, we have a full moon in Leo coming up on February 1st. So, this full moon is communication, it's courage, it's confidence, and being unapologetic. So, I want to take a look at, well, what do you got going on during that time in your romantic life? All right. So, let's see what's going on. Remember to take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. If you find nothing is resonating, go ahead and check out your other sign placements. What do we got for Scorpio? February 1st, full moon in Leo. And I hope you are doing well. Dang. Interesting. Cancer had the same exact card in the same spot. They also had this card, but it's in a different spot. If you have if you have Cancer in your chart, you might want to check out that reading as well. We'll see. So there might be something in there. Interesting. Okay, so wow. So currently, in the present moment, you got the moon. Wow. I feel like I don't want to say you have a secret, but maybe maybe you're hiding your feelings for somebody. Okay, that could kind of be what's happening here. Or you're uncertain about a situation, so that's why you're kind of holding back, and it's kind of like you're just keeping it in the moon right now, right? Keeping it, tucked away because you're not sure. Your challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. So it's your challenge, I think, it feels you're afraid something isn't going to blossom or grow in a relationship, or I'm not saying you're in this relationship yet, you could be, but it feels like you're not in one, and you're hiding yourself back because you're not sure there is any growth in some sort of romantic situation. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, you might have, or I don't know if it's a Cancer Scorpio dynamic here, but it does feel a little bit like what Cancer's reading is, and I just did that one, so you might want to check that out. So the root of all this is the King of Cups. So it's kind of, the King of Cups is not always open with all their emotions. So that's why it was interesting when I said I felt like it's like a secret and you're secretly holding back, even though there might be some feelings there. The King of Cups, like I said, doesn't always show. They struggle between the head and heart at times. They try to remain balanced between the two. And it, to me, feels like maybe that's your struggle, is to be more open with the emotions. So you probably are using your head right now more than your emotions, because in the recent past you have the Ten of Cups. So that was, you felt happy. You felt emotionally stable, right? King of Cups is, they're balanced, but I feel you're feeling a little unbalanced about something, about, either a current relationship or somebody you want to possibly be in a relationship with, or there's, some sort of possibility there. But in the past, you always felt like emotionally happy, you were good, and now it's, well, there might be something. Your higher self, you have the Four of Pentacles. So you're and that was in Cancer's reading, but that was the present moment for Cancer was holding back. Here it's somebody's higher self is telling them to hold back. So, I don't know if you're dealing with a Cancer, or, you guys maybe just swap the energies, but it feels like possibly this is along the same storyline a little bit. Your higher self is telling you to hold back, right? To keep your emotions in check, held back, hid, because you're not sure something's going to grow with somebody. And it's like, because in the past, recent past, you felt very comfortable. You felt very happy. You probably have a lot of friends and family that you're spending time with, and you feel satisfied, right? Even though you have feelings that you might be hiding and you're not sure about something growing, because that's the challenge. All right. So in your immediate future, you have the Chariot. So that's moving forward, baby. That's getting in that car. It's, you know the direction you want to go. And I feel that's what you're hiding. But in the future, it's like, okay, it's time to, all right, you're hiding this, but it's time to move forward with that feeling that you're struggling with. Interesting. Your current feelings, you have the Three of Pentacles. So you're ready to put in the effort, right? You're ready to start building. You're ready for something to grow. You're hiding it, and you're struggling with the fact of something actually blossoming. Okay, I get it. Same thing here. Your outside influences, right? The people around you, friends and family, they want you to have a successful relationship. They want you to be successful. They want you to triumph through whatever it is you're holding back on. And I think with the Ten of Cups, you have a strong network of family and friends that are like an emotional support for you. And that's why you felt so happy in your recent past, because You know, you have good people around you. And Cancer had the same thing. You know, they had people around them. So you might have some strong water in your chart all around. All right. Or you're dealing with another water sign. You take that as it resonates. Your hopes and fears, you've got the Emperor. So I feel like maybe you're afraid that you're going to be trying to control the relationship too much. And that's why you're holding back. And if you hear there's ice hitting the window, I'm in the path of this major snow ice storm. And so if you're hearing that, that's what you're hearing. But yeah, I feel like you're worried about, you know, one, am I going to be healed enough? But also, am I going to be trying to control this too much? Am I going to be trying to control my emotions and feelings too much as I try to move forward in a particular direction with possibly somebody that you're keeping a secret, that you're hiding in the moon, that, you know, you're struggling with it blossoming, but you want it to? Well, your possible outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer had that as well. Cancer had that as their current thoughts. Here, that's your possibility, is positive changes, being able to start a cycle with this person. So this might be somebody from your past that, you know, you just haven't had any communication with, you haven't opened up with, because, you know, there's a lot of feelings here, right? And I don't see, there isn't any swords, right? Swords is the actual thoughts and communication. So there's a lot of feeling here. So you're hiding a lot of feeling, but you're not moving forward and having any discussions. But it all looks positive, other than the fact that you're afraid something isn't going to grow. Okay. So I'm going to jump right to the moon. What are we hiding? Tell us about this, why we're hiding. Tell us about this moon for Scorpio. Hiding deep. And, you know, the moon, the full moons are emotionally intense. So that could be a big deal for you when this full moon comes up. Tell me about the moon here. Ten of Wands, yeah. Justice. Oops. The Lovers. So we've got Libra, we've got Gemini energy. I guess I didn't tell you. Moon is, you know, it's Cancer, Pisces. Chariot, we've got Cancer. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. You may want to check out the Cancer reading as well. I think this is very much related. Look, with the Ten of Wands, Justice, and the Lovers, okay, you're ready to drop the burdens here of harboring the truth about how you feel about a connection. Okay? You've been carrying the burdens around for a long time in the moon. And I think this full moon is like, okay, it's time to get the courage. It's time to get the confidence. It's time to start communicating how we feel about a lover. It's time to, you know, justice is about being fair and balanced. It's be fair to yourself, be fair to your lover. You know, it's time to be fair to yourself, and let's communicate dropping the burdens, and let's stop making it a secret, and let's open up and talk to our lover. Wow. Okay. Of course, now I want to know a little bit about this lover. So let's get a little more on this lover. Actually, you know what? We're going to switch. We're going to go to the zodiac archetypes. I'm being called to take a different route. Can you tell us something about this lover for Scorpio, please? Let's get some archetypes. Let's get some information on Scorpio's lover, please. Okay, so we've got Virgo energy. They're selfless. Oh, very humble, dedicated. The gardener, Taurus energy. Patient. They're a very patient person. They're very steady. This is why you have feelings for them, I bet. Scorpio energy, the detective. They're intuitive. You can't hide much from this person. So even though you have the moon and you're hiding, you know, wanting to drop these burdens and to be able to come in and be honest about how you feel and stop hiding it, I can tell you right now, if they have Scorpio in their chart like you do, they already know this. But you like that about them. You like that they already know. I think you know, they know that you're hiding this in the moon. And they're being very patient with you. Okay? They're still being steady. They're loving. They're, you know, they're dedicated, right? And they're selfless. And I think maybe they've been giving you space to come out of the moon. You know, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here, is that they've been waiting patiently for you to come out and be open and honest about this. Oh, I see two lovers that are just... Yeah, because Cancer had to make a decision about not holding on to the past, you know, relationships that they had where they weren't fair and balanced, right? And it was about making a decision. And it did look like somebody was coming in from the past. Sending a text message, reaching out. Interesting. All right. Now that we got that, so let's go to... I want to just go right to the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune for the potential outcome. We get the Chariot again. Twice. You got some strong Cancer in your chart, don't you? Oh, yeah. For sure. You can't deny. You can't deny the feelings are moving forward. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is time keeps on moving. You know, old cycles end. Yeah, there's a Tower. Oh yeah. You got to make yourself uncomfortable. Oh yeah. You got to get out of that comfort zone. You got to stop hiding in the moon, and you need to get in that vehicle, and you need to go forward, right? And get a cycle moving with this person because you've got feelings for them. And these are two majors. Those are two majors with, clarifying a major. This is like a big deal for you, is, not being so secretive and hiding back your feelings. 10 of Pentacles. That is, that is solid, knowing you want a long-term connection, relationship with this person. You just need to make yourself uncomfortable. You've got to get in the car. You've got to move forward. And you have to be honest about how you feel about this person. You can't make it up. You've got the Chariot twice. And you've got a lot of majors with the Justice. All right, so we're going to go do some signs real quick. I did this with Cancer. So let's get some signs here for who Scorpio's dealing with. Okay, we've got Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn. Okay, could be any sign, but I just wanted to get some main signs out just to see. And let's get you... Oh, no. Let's go here real quick. Let's go to the Love Oracle. Do we have anything in here? Any other information we need to know? Yeah, you got to make yourself uncomfortable, Scorpio. Scorpio likes to hide them secrets. Yeah. Okay. What else? That's the Snake. There's roll the dice. There's taking the risk. Yeah, you got to shed your old skin. There it is. There it is. There's the... Yep. Okay. Yeah, you got to shed your old skin, right? That's dropping those burdens, right? The 10 of Wands, right? You can't hold on to this anymore. You've got to shed that skin. You've got to take the risk in moving forward, right? With Justice twice, to be honest and tell the truth about your feelings, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. You see this guy? It can be a gal too. You take it as it resonates, but it's just, I'm saying guy because there's a guy. He's laying in bed, man. He's got crap all over his nightstand. He looks miserable, lonely, not taking care of themselves. God knows what else they're doing, but you're going to be in regret if you don't shed the old skin, drop the 10 of Wands, drop the burdens, take a risk, make yourself uncomfortable, Tower, go in and do the right thing. That's Justice as well, as going in and doing the right thing. And the right thing is being true to yourself, being true to your lover, and letting them know you want to be with them. You've got feelings. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. Can we get an angel card, please? Clarity. 543. Trust yourself and the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. You got to get clear with yourself so you can be clear with your lover and stop making it a secret. Okay? There needs to be clarity here. All right? And if you don't, you're going to regret it. You have free will. You have every right to keep this a secret. You have every right not to say anything. But I promise you, you'll regret it. Okay? But you have free will to do whatever it is you want. But they are patient. This is a good person. And they already intuitively know that you have feelings for them. I know it's a secret. It's just between you and I. All right. So, Scorpio, I hope this was helpful. If anything resonates, hit the like button, comment, tell me in the comments, share, subscribe, connect with me. And until the next time, love, light, and always working on that shadow. Dropping them wands, shedding that skin. All right. Till next time, I hope this was helpful. I will talk to you soon.